Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics at Baharampur. Here we will discuss about the spherical polar coordinate system. So for that we have taken a sphere. You can coincide the origin as the origin of Cartesian coordinate system, that is x, y and z. Okay, x, y and z. So these x, y, z will act as the perpendicular axis. Okay. Now this is the radius vector from origin to the surface point. Okay. Now you can take this radius in anywhere. That means from center to any point of the surface or spherical surface of the sphere. Okay. So the direction of r cap will be from center to the outward direction. Okay, this will be the r cap direction. So you can write here that r cap is the outward direction, outward direction from the center, from the center. Now let's talk about the other two coordinates, that is theta and phi, because in spherical polar coordinate system there will be three coordinates, that is r, theta and phi. Okay, so what will be the expression of theta or connection of theta with xyz? That is, theta will be the angle between z axis and the r vector, that is theta will be the angle between z axis and r vector, that is this angle is theta. Okay, and remember that theta, in which direction theta is increasing, that will be the direction of theta cap. Okay, in the concept of unit vector means what? In which direction the magnitude of or direction of the vector is increasing, that direction is called unit vector. Okay, so here theta cap will be in such way that the value of theta will increase. So we can write z equals to r cos theta, and there will be another component, that is r sin theta, that will project in which? That will project in xy plane. Okay, that will project in xy plane here. So if we take the projection, then this value can be written as this value. Okay, this value can be written as r sin theta. Now if theta is the angle between z axis and r vector, then r sin theta is giving us the projection. R sin theta is giving us the projection in the xy plane. Okay, and now r sin theta will make an angle with x axis, that angle is known as phi. So phi is what? Phi is nothing but the angle between r sin theta and x axis. Okay, So the x component of r sin theta will be x equals to r sin theta cos phi, and y equals to r sin theta sin phi. Okay, so this is our connection between the Cartesian coordinate system and the spherical polar coordinate system. Okay, so if we write three coordinate system of Cartesian, that is x, y and z, then this can be expressed as this form. Okay, now let's talk about the limits. Here also we will get three possible limits. Okay, so for sphere we are considering the limits, right? So limit of r will be from 0 to infinity, limit of theta will be 0 to pi, limit of phi will be 0 to 2 pi. That you have to understand. Okay, these are the limits of spheres or the coordinates of spheres. Now as usual we have to understand about the length element, surface element and volume element. So now write down about the length element. So first of all we will get length element along r direction, that will be dlr equals to r cap dr, and we have already discussed that r cap is going from origin. That means outward direction. Okay, now you can represent this r cap with dr like this. If this is x-axis, this is y, this is z, and if this is r vector, then this direction will be r cap, and this is the length element dr. Okay, now let's talk about dl theta. dl theta will be r d theta theta cap. In which direction? In clockwise. These terms are very important. You have to understand clockwise direction. Okay, because in clockwise direction theta is increasing. Okay, how you will understand? Because we have earlier discussed that z axis and r vector is making the angle theta. So if you take r towards y axis, that means if we take the r vector like this, if this is r vector and this is z axis, this is x, this is y, then this angle is obviously greater than the previous concept, right? This angle. Okay, from this concept we can say that from in the clockwise direction the theta cap is increasing, so in clockwise direction we will take the length element of theta. So dl theta is equals to r d theta. It is nothing but the concept of arc. Okay, now let's talk about another length element, that is dl phi. So dl phi will be r sin theta into d phi into phi cap. And you can understand from the diagram that phi cap will increase along anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. So obviously phi cap will be directed anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So total length element we can write now as dl vector is equals to dlr plus dl theta plus dl phi, and put all the values. We can write r cap dr plus theta cap r d theta plus phi cap r sin theta d phi. Okay, this is the concept of length element. In the next video we will discuss about the surface element and the volume element of sphere or spherical polar coordinate system. Okay, I hope till now you have understood the concept of spherical polar coordinate system. If anywhere you have getting doubt, then please let me know. I will discuss it further. So thank you everyone.